Okay, you're on.
I'm on. Hey, we're on. Hey, welcome everybody. David Silverman here with Debbie Wetzler. Welcome to our weekly team call. I'm going to have to jump off here in about 15 minutes, so I'm going to speak pretty quickly and get as much in as I can. So get ready to take screenshots, and I'll put some documents in the chat bar that are important. But welcome. We have this call every Monday night, and it's a chance for us all to get together. Even no matter where we are in the world. I know a lot of the teams in our group, Debbie's an ambassador Diamond, I'm an ambassador Diamond. There are a bunch of leaders in our group that have their own meetings and so forth. But this is a chance that for all of us to kind of come together and have a sense of community, meet the new people, have the new people get to know me and Debbie and the rest of the leaders on the team. We share what's going on, announcements that are coming up. Sometimes we'll do training. We recognize people for rank advancement, and we welcome new people to the team. So since I can't stay very long, I'm going to get my portion in quickly, and then Debbie is going to kind of take over. Let me share my screen and let you know, and I'll put these documents in the chat bar in just a second. So don't worry about that. They will be there. Let's see, where are we? That's not what I wanted. Did I just lose everything? All right, here we go. So here is this week coming up of events that are happening. And the ones in yellow are for guests. And you can see that we did this already this morning, which was phenomenal. There are about 90 people on there. Here we are right now. And after this one is the global expansion call. And it's really excellent. If you haven't been on it, jump on that if you can. It's at 9 p.m. Eastern, just after our call at discoverasea.com. Tuesday is a huge day, a very big day, and there's one change. But we have 3 events for guests, okay? 2 of them, I think maybe all 3 of them are going to be Dr. Hoffman tomorrow. We have 2 10-minute tip talks with testimonials, which is awesome. And it's only 10 minutes, it's quick. And then Dr. Hoffman will answer a few questions. She's on the medical board. She's a Diamond. She might be on the call tonight. I can't tell. But it's at 1 p.m. Eastern and 7:10 p.m. Eastern for 10 minutes. Maybe it goes 15 with Q&A. But that kind of leads up to the big one in the evening, Ask the Doctor, where it's a PowerPoint explanation. Last week I did it. Dr. Hoffman, I think, is doing it tomorrow night. If for any reason she can't do it, I will do it. That's tomorrow night. Those are the guest events that are here. Build to Bronze training. Normally the first Tuesday of the month is the InTouch call, the company's call. So we don't usually have a training that night, but it's the company's InTouch call, but it's been changed to Saturday, and I don't have it on here yet. I'll give you details in a second. Wednesday, I am going to do this meeting with Danielle Matthews. This is going to be focused on the opportunity. We will definitely cover the product, but that's at 9 p.m. Eastern, discoverasea.com. Danielle Matthews and me. So, and then I do a meeting in the morning for the Philippines. That's at 7:30 in the morning Eastern, which is 8:30 in the evening in the Philippines on Thursday. Alan Noble always does an amazing presentation for guests Thursday night. And Friday night, something kind of cool. I think Dr. Hoffman, I'm not sure. I think Dr. Hoffman is the guest. I'm not sure. But always a
Yes,
medical.
Dr. Hoffman is the guest Friday night.
Okay. So she's got a big week. She's going to be here too. So this, and it's amazing because our team is just phenomenal. We have such an incredible team. So there's that. And also, hopefully you're on Trish and Bob Schwinkler's newsletter. They're the #1 earners in the company, and they put this together, and it comes out every Monday. And here it is. There's always good information on there. There's information that I just covered on the global expansion call that's coming up. It says here the first Tuesday of the month is the corporate InTouch call. It's been rescheduled to Saturday, and I'm going to get to that in a second. But very important because our founder Tyler Norton is going to be on that call. So I hope everybody's there. There's the Thursday night meeting I just mentioned. Oh, there's Dr. Hoffman. She is on Friday evening. And then here is something that you want everybody to be at. This is the Saturday InTouch call for North America. Some big announcement being made there. You will want to be there. Trust me, because I know it's being announced. You want to be there. And then they recognize this, Trish recognizes people for advancements. Okay, so I got through those two things and I'm flying, forgive me, and I'll put these in the chat bar, so don't worry. Okay, I put together a document. A lot of people I'm seeing people enroll with like no auto ship, and I don't, they're not being instructed thoroughly enough to enroll and with auto ship and how to do that. So I put together this document today, which basically has a video that explains exactly, it's a 17-minute video, explains the process. I really recommend everybody reviews this and saves it. As I say, it'll help you through the SC enrollment process, but also to help you lead someone else through it, right? And in it, there's a guide on how to use the product, but I added mine and I added Dr. Walker's because it's a little more detailed. We're both on the medical board, but this is a very good piece. I'm going to put it in the chat bar. And then the other thing is this. There is a bonus that we have in this company, and it's called the director bonus. And it on the surface, it doesn't seem like it's a big deal bonus, but it is. So if you go to your menu in your virtual office, go to resources and go to the library, okay? Because you can find pretty much everything in the library. Just scroll down to where you see compensation, okay? These videos are well, this video is one I'm talking about, this director bonus one right here. I think it's 50 seconds, like 50 seconds. Watch this. This is a really, really, really important bonus. Though it's only $50, the reason for it is brilliant. And so I recommend, I put it in my Facebook group that I wanted everybody to watch it. If they've seen it, watch it again and just say, got it, right? And maybe tag your other team members in it because it is really an important bonus. Lastly, one second. Okay. I know you're going to do welcoming new people aboard, Deb. Well, let me ask before I go, because I'm going to have to leave in a few minutes. I got through everything I wanted to get through. The end of the bundle special, the gift that keeps on giving, ends tonight. So anybody that is already an associate can go in and take advantage of that, of getting a couple of free tubes of gel, 6 mini free tubes, and a third free tube, big tube on auto ship. That ends tonight at midnight. That's just for North America and Canada. And I think that's it. I think that's all I have to say, Deb. Believe it or not. I see Judy's on, Judy Brashong, we're awesome new people. I just want to meet her because she just enrolled today. We spoke on the phone. So Judy, could you unmute your line?
Hello, David.
There you are. Nice to meet you. Now I can see you.
You too.
You see Debbie.
Hi, Debbie.
Hi, Judy.
So Debbie's going to get to the point where she introduces new people. You can do it then, but I just wanted to say hello before I jump off. Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you.
Appreciate all your help today.
Oh, you bet. You bet. And
Absolutely.
we got everything done. We got everything done in one day. You had your 3-way phone call. You talked to Debbie. That's the key. It's just introducing people to all of the social proof. It's just support and all of that. So thank you all very, very much. I'm sorry I have to jump off. Just want to say that there's a lot going on right now. Company is flying. We had a leadership call today, and Debbie was on, and some of the other leaders on here were on there. Really exciting things happening. Really, considering what what's happened this year in the world, that this company is growing and people are thriving, and there are people that just made full-on decisions that they are not going to fail, that they are going to succeed. And success, as we say, comparison is the thief of all joy. Don't compare yourself to anybody else. You just, keep your eye on the ball. Don't compare yourself. Don't look around and see what other people are doing unless you're looking for guidance. Just if you're following the program and you're doing 3-way phone calls and and using tools, you're going to get there. It's looking to see what other people are doing. It's the thief of all joy. If people are moving faster than you, there are people that moved a lot faster than me. I don't really care because I got where I wanted to be, and so did Debbie. So anyway, thank you all. Debbie, I'm going to turn it over to you. If I can jump back in, I will, but I'll be quiet when I come back in.
You're just trying to make me laugh, but thank you.
You're welcome. I'm glad you're feeling better. I'm really glad you're
Oh,
feeling
thanks.
better.
Yeah, no, Jackie and I are both feeling much better. I wanted to make another real quick announcement. And I've put this in my Facebook page, my team page. I can put it in David's too, unless he already has. He probably already has. We just wanted you to know, there's a lot of people who have signed up for Eric Warwick's GoPro virtual event, which is happening the 9th through the 11th. And if you're new, Eric Worre is a professional network marketer, and he is bringing the professionalism of network marketing to the world. So this is a GoPro event that he puts on that you really do learn a lot about network marketing from some of the top leaders in all companies. We're never allowed to say which company we're from, but you do learn a lot. And he's built this virtual stage with, I don't know how many screens are in it and stuff like that. And we've got an ASEA meeting room, so we'll all be in that ASEA meeting room together. However, if you have just paid for the ticket, and this is all on that Facebook page, Debbie's Diamond Club, and David's Facebook page is Freedom with an exclamation point. You still have to register. So you should have received an email from GoPro@networkmarketingpro.com. And then you have to click on that and register. So this is an event that you have to register for. So just because you purchase a ticket doesn't mean you'll get information if you haven't registered yet. So if you haven't seen that, we just want you to go look at your spam or your junk email or any of that, and then click register. And then you'll be registered and we'll get the information as to where to go that day and the schedule and all that other kind of stuff. Once you claim the ticket, you select the language you want to hear it in, and you can navigate the event dashboard, which soon will have many cool additional features to it and stuff like that. If you want to, and I've given instructions also, if you registered and didn't register with the ASEA group and want to do that, there is a person that you can send an email to, and they can get you switched into the ASEA United meeting room, because we'll all be in a meeting room together. We'll all be able to talk. It'll be David and all the leaders, and plus all of you guys who are leaders also. So anyway, I just wanted you to know that in case you hadn't registered yet. And if you want more directions, just go to my Facebook page for our team, and you'll be able to see more directions there. And as David announced, this Saturday at 10 a.m. Mountain Time, so it'll be noon Eastern, since a lot of you are on the East Coast, Tyler Norton will be on. They are making a pretty big announcement this coming weekend, and so that's when the In Touch call is. So there is a, and I'll be putting this up also, but there, normally you can just go to www.aseaintouch.com. They've been having a little problem with the site though, to some degree. So I'll post this, but they gave us a Zoom number today so that you can get on it. And my nose is bleeding. That was weird. It got all over my sweater. Can you take over for a second? Here, Jackie's gonna take over.
Yeah, so they're announcing on the In Touch call a pretty big announcement from ASEA, so make sure to tune into that. And David, not sure where else this was going, but that was the last announcement that we got with the newsletter. So I guess we'll go to now new people. So if you are someone new, Please unmute yourself, or if you have someone on here that is new, please unmute and announce who they are so we can welcome them to the call. Hi, Judy.
Hello.
I know you announced earlier, so
Yeah, I'll just
welcome.
kind of introduce. My name's Judy Bushong from Lancaster County, Pennsylvania.
Awesome.
Just joined today.
Awesome. Well, welcome. So what intrigued you about ASEA?
I came across it like 6 months ago, just kind of scrolling YouTube videos. I've been having a back issue for 2 years, chronic back issue that I can't seem to kick. So I thought I would try this product, and I'm 15 days taking it, and I'm just starting to see a little bit, but I know it's early, so I'm hopeful.
Yep. Well, awesome. Well, welcome. We love to hear how it's going for you in the future. And yeah,
Well, I
you'll
hope to
just
be a
continue-
testimony someday.
Exactly, exactly. And so I'm sure you're part of the Facebook group and seeing real redox results.
Oh yeah,
as
yep.
well.
I did a lot of research before I decided to jump in.
Awesome. Well, welcome.
Thank you.
Anybody else have someone new on? All right. Well, I know next we usually go to rank advancements. I'll see if she has it up. So it looks like she has it up. And there's only 5 people that's rank advanced. So it's a short list tonight. So I'll go ahead and congratulate those. So Judy, just to let you know, we always get recognition. It's a wonderful part about this company, is that we like to recognize people for what they're doing good with, and just continuing to share ASEA to people. And so we go through different ranks. The first one, of course, is an associate. That's where you first get started with the company. And then you go on to be a director. And a director is when you sign up 2 people, one on your left, one on your right. And then it's a director 300. So that's having 300 points on your left and 300 points on your right. So I'll start with newly achieved director 300s that we have. We have 3. So the first one is Miriam Shabak. And the second one is Aluisa Cabanane. I apologize. And then the last one is Albert Wong Toon Tong. And after director 300, we have a director 700. And again, that's 700 points on your left and 700 points on your right, since this is a binary hybrid compensation plan. And we have 2 of those, and it's Ingrid Vangborg and Lars Grundenmark. So congratulations to those people. Again, those are people that continue to share ASEA with family, friends, and their cold market as well. Mom is still taking care of herself. Oh, you're fine. Dr. Carolyn Hoffman, I see you on the call though. Would you like to say anything? I know you're being highlighted throughout the week, which is great. So would you like to chime in and say anything as well?
I certainly don't want to repeat anything. Unfortunately, I was on a call and didn't get on until about 10 past or so. So I'm sure David went through obviously what you're doing in the week. I think somebody in there said that your mother was about to give the new Zoom number for the In Touch call. Do you have that you could give to people?
Yes.
That would be great.
Yeah, I have it. Let me get it real quick. So it's ASEAintouch.com, and then it's also, nope, let me get it. Where would it be? Okay. Let me just pull up. Okay. So it's Zoom 795
795
807
807
105.
05. Okay, so that's our Zoom number.
Yep, I can put that in the chat. Oh, thank you. Okay.
There you go. I can put it in the
Perfect.
chat. So I'm sure you've probably just gone over the reminders. I mean, tonight,
Yep.
I'm sure everybody's busy getting in their last minute orders.
Yes, yes. I hope it was a great win for everyone. Would anybody like to share how this has helped them share a SIA and or rank advance, or how you like the promotion overall? Would anybody like to share?
And we're just going to say that I actually had somebody who joined today and then went straight back in and ordered the promo pack.
Perfect.
Yeah. As they
That's
said, I feel like I'm getting an amazing deal. This is a perfect time to start. I said, yep, you are.
Yes, perfect. That's awesome. It is perfect. Anybody else like to share?
Question. Today
Sure.
on the charge up call, they talked about the power half hours being this week again,
Yeah, I
but
guess
she didn't say any details.
They're always on a Monday for the half hour. Well, the half hour every day, certainly 12 o'clock, if that's the one that, or 12:30, is that the one that you're thinking of?
I think so,
Mhm.
but you know, it was the one we did right before the recruiting challenge. I
Right.
thought.
Right, and that was one that has come out of the work that we started doing back in March
Mhm.
of this year. Gosh, has morphed into the social media one, and that one is. Let me give you the
That's-
number.
I know there's also like Cindy's doing one 9 a.m. Mountain Time, at least on Wednesdays too.
Right, yeah, and I haven't been part of that one, so I'm not certain. Cindy Bucks, they're doing a half hour several days a week.
Yeah, I think it's 3 or 4 days a week. I just was looking into that as well. I saw them being posted in ASEA United as well, but I haven't gone back in to watch any recordings yet.
Yeah, that's based off what we've been doing with our group. That they've taken the same principle, and she's just running it for her group. So it's the same one that we've been doing.
Oh, got it. Okay. good to
Yeah.
know.
So is
This
that
is
the
Sharona.
well?
Hey,
I think
it's
hers
Sharona.
isn't hers 890-890.
850, 850.
850. That's it. 850-850-8888. Is that right?
Correct.
Yeah. So that's what that one would be then.
And by the way, this Sharona, I also started one that's Monday through Fridays at 12 o'clock. And I can give you the Zoom ID number.
12
I'll put it in the
o'clock
chat room.
Eastern time or 12?
Eastern time, sorry, Eastern time. Yes, I'll put it in the chat room, the Zoom number.
Yeah. Do you pop that one in there? So yours is
What's going on?
12 Eastern time.
and Cindy Bucks one's 12:30. Is that right?
No, it's 9 to 9:30 Mountain Time.
Which is what 11.
Yes.
11 Mountain or Eastern time. Yeah. Mhm.
11. Okay.
Sharona, what is yours a power half hour as well, or what is?
Yes, it's exactly what it is. Just half an hour to make calls, whatever you need to do for the business. And then at the end, we answer questions.
Got it. Thank you.
And it's Zoom.
And guys, Cindy's call tonight on the global expansion call, I put it in the chat. Peg Coates is
Yep.
going to be training us on how to use incentive trips, promotions, and how to tell your story.
Yep.
And that's at discoverasia.com. Right after this call.
Thanks, Amy.
Yeah, I think think David announced all the announcements going on this week.
Right. So if anybody's got anything they want to share for the week, wins for the week, challenges you'd like help with, otherwise we can wrap up. We do not need to be on for 45 minutes to an hour. So if anyone's got a win for the week, that would be great. If you've got a challenge that you'd love some brainstorming on, that would be fine too. Either way, works well.
I just have a question about the Eric Pro, the Pro GoPro this week. I think it's the 11th through the 13th, not the 9th through.
Yeah, it is the 11th through the 13th. It starts at 8 a.m. Pacific time and runs through 6 p.m. Pacific time.
Dr.
Thank
Carolyn,
you.
is there a schedule? Has he posted a schedule for that?
Yeah, I found it actually in the email information. So it starts at 8 a.m. Pacific, so that's 11 a.m. Eastern, and it finishes, I know, at 9 p.m. Eastern, so that's 6 p.m. Pacific, all 3 days.
Wow.
And they're
That's
not,
about the limit of what it, there's no recordings, there'll be no replays, and they've done that deliberately because they've said they've studied, and I would agree with them on this point, that they've studied that, you know, when people don't turn up for the live event, people very rarely, if ever, and in fact they use the word never, go back and listen to recordings. And it is important for people to be part of it in this live format. So there are no replays or access to things. If you miss it, you miss it.
Yeah. Just harder for people in Asia and stuff, so.
Yeah, I know, that is true. I guess the thing that we can do, good to see you looking better, Debbie.
It just poured out of my nose for this whole half hour.
Wow.
I've never had anything like that.
Oh, wow.
Anyway,
So
sorry, everyone.
yeah, no. I mean, so one of those things would be to make use of the additional stuff if you've purchased, to be able to use that. I mean, that's my intention, is to use all the additional things that we have in the back office that are saved, to be able to feed those out over time with the team and be able to help them benefit from the additional pieces that we were given with the program. Since we can't.
I have a little ray of hope, Carolyn.
Yeah.
Sometimes when we plant a seed, we just never know how long it's going to take for that seed to germinate. I shared information with a doctor. She's an ER doc that has been asked by her family to not go into the hospital in an ER MD capacity. She's opened a clinic. She's opened a clinic, and her focus is on, may we know what we've prevented. So she's focusing on helping people understand that if they take care of things ahead of time, you know, pay for it now or pay for it later. So she's opening a clinic. She's at ground zero. She literally burned the ship. She stepped away from an ER MD income and has started out with this clinic without a clientele, without an income. So I visited with her on Friday, and she was talking about how tight the money was. And I gave her a drink of the ASEA, and we talked about different things and the benefits of it. And she whipped out a credit card and came on board. She said, I think this is what I've been looking for.
Oh, wonderful. That's fabulous.
When you plant a seed, just know that the time it'll come to harvest in right time.
Yeah. Well, we just never know, do we? We just don't know. And that's part of it, is just to continue to be persistent, right? Hang in there, because it's always about their time frame and not ours. I mean, that really speaks to that training that Eric Worre does on the 7-day training about the clock from 12 o'clock to 12 o'clock, that depending upon where people are in that clock will determine how their response is. You know, if they're from the 12 o'clock to 3 o'clock, when you meet them in their life, they may have a problem, but they're not focusing on it. It's not something that they believe that they need help with, so they don't resonate with what you offer. And when they hit the 3 o'clock to the 6 o'clock, they know they have a problem. Other people around them know that they have a problem, that there still is a belief that something else can solve that problem, that they can overcome it, that they don't need something else to do it. And then he says, you know, when you move from 6 o'clock to 9 o'clock, it's crisis mode around their life and for everybody else who watches, and they're more open, but they're still kind of hanging in there, that they might be able to overcome it. And then when you hit people at the 9 o'clock and to the midnight point, that's when they're open. They need something, and they know they need something. And, you know, this is the do or the die moment, right? Debbie's nodding her head. Yours was the do or the die moment, right? This was your answer. I'm ready to get going. I need something, and I need it now. And so, you know, depending upon where they are in that clock, your message is going to resonate differently, but you come back and that same message will have a different response when that person shifts in their life. And our job is not to know necessarily where that is, but just to keep being there, right? Offer until they tell us to go away.
Exactly. Well, once
I
they
just
get
wanted
how
to-
big this is, go ahead.
No, sorry.
Hey, Catherine.
I just wanted to share something today that may be helpful. You know, sometimes we're nervous about asking people or approaching people. And so yesterday I approached my PA to offer her, you know, an invitation to an event. And she came back and she, well, can you give me more information? And I just basically sent her the link to the event, you know, just kind of said, well, we'll talk about that in the event. And she FaceTimed me back today and said, well, can Dr. Simmons come too?
Nice.
So I'm like, yeah.
No
Anyway.
pressure, right? No pressure in what we got to do here for this event.
So yeah, so to me that was just a real thrill for me today. And just one other thing, I'd shared this with a friend of mine who'd been in quite a bit of pain. She had an accident, and she'd been in quite a bit of pain with her foot. Her foot got really injured in the accident, and so she had an operation, but she's been in a lot of pain, discomfort. And so I just took her over a tube of the Renew 28, and I said, you know, apply it 3 times in 5 minutes. She got back to me and she said, Catherine, you know what? I was pretty skeptical about this, but I put this on and I have no discomfort at all, at all. She says, I'm just blown away. And I said, well, tell me how long you have no discomfort, you know, just give me an eye. She said, she came back and she said, okay, big letters, 4 hours. And I slept like a baby. I'm like, well, great. So there's a couple of good stories for me, because I don't have a personal story, so like some have, but those are pretty good stories for me.
That's wonderful. And I love the fact that you don't have a personal story, because you're like me. I wasn't even using it when I was sharing it, and I had no intention of using it either.
Yeah, I started drinking it. I'm all about, you know, doing, you know, preventive. So, you know, when I talk to Buffy, it's like, okay, I get it. Yeah, I'm going to start drinking this. I'm going to get my husband to do it as well. But yeah, anyway, that's just something.
Yeah, we don't need to have a personal story. I mean, I know that we all want to have a personal story, and we speak differently if we do, but we don't need it. And you know, those of you who know me well enough know that I say, trust me, an oncologist does not try all their oncology before they recommend it to someone who in theory needs it, right? A doctor does not try every medication that they prescribe. It just doesn't work that way. And I guess a very simple thing would be, for those of you who don't wear spectacles, do you think you could recommend spectacles? Do you think you'd have to wear them to be able to go recommend them if you know that they could help someone else see better and you don't have a problem?
She's talking about eyeglasses for those of you that don't know.
Oh, sorry. I've been here 30 years. I didn't pick that one up. I normally modify.
Spectacle.
Yeah, sorry.
No, those are great.
Eyeglasses. No wonder everybody didn't kind of resonate.
I knew what you were talking about. But those are great points. I mean, a doctor wouldn't try every medication. That would be fatal, probably, but.
It would be.
So.
You wouldn't, I mean, you wouldn't give yourself blood pressure medication if you didn't need it.
Right.
Right. You wouldn't give yourself insulin if you didn't need it.
Well, and some people, you know, you may find that people will ask you, well, you know, how long will this take before it'll work? And obviously we can't give any guarantees, you know, when we tell people that this will help everybody, but even for people who go to the doctor and they get a prescription, there are lots of different prescriptions out there for the same thing. And they may try this one, then they'll try this one, then they'll try this one. They don't have any clue how your body is going to metabolize it and utilize it and any of that. So it's a bit of a, it's kind of a lark, so they don't have that same expectation when it's, something that could possibly really, really harm them or cause them major problems, side effects, so it's great to be able to speak in that space. There's no harm, just sit back and have patient partnership with your body, be consistent with your consumption and just sit back and watch and see what your body can do. It's the most amazing waiting game. Really, it is.
Yeah, and it speaks really to that same thing, isn't it? Right? What it's going to do for us isn't necessarily going to do the same thing for somebody else. So it's irrelevant, really. Yep. But I know that, people feel like they have to have a testimonial of their own, more comfortable. I actually think you're in safer ground if you don't. And I'll tell you why, is because I think you're selling it based on your own personal experience, which in itself gives a guarantee to the person that you're communicating with that because you've said it's done this for me, that it's most likely going to do that for them. And what happens if it doesn't do that for them? Then you've truly sold them, right? They thought that you sold them a product and it didn't do anything. That's far worse than saying, this might be something you want to take notice of. It's helped other people with your condition. Maybe it's useful for you, and let them make their own decision. So that's just my 2 pence on that.
Well, Carolyn, if you don't mind, I don't know what's going on with my nose, but it's just dripping. And I will let you close it out if you would like, if anybody else has a question or anything, but.
No, Debbie, we're going to make you do it.
Here, I can let you watch my nose drip. I don't know what is going on. Anyway, but yeah. Go ahead.
No, I mean, I think, unless anyone's, as I said, we do not have to stay on here, but I'm happy to spare time and share time if anyone else has got anything that they want. I think we're getting lots of waves about going. We've got other things we can do. This is true. Love you all. Have a wonderful week. Make it amazing. Go out and bless someone. All right. Take care, everybody. Debbie, get some ice on you.